guys!
Welcome back to another vlog.
Welcome back to another coffee and chat.
Oh, I was gonna say coffee and chit chat.
No, it's coffee and chat.
Coffee and chat.
Coffee and chat series. Thank you for everybody who helped us name the series. So this is our sit down kind of vlogs where we kind of just sit down with you guys and have a cup of coffee. Not really tea, because we're not into tea as much. Well, you are.
Yeah, I like tea, but
yeah,
coffee has more caffeine, so.
Oh yeah, for sure.
And it's necessary right now.
Yes, 100%.
This is our second coffee and chat, I think.
Yes, it is.
And today we are talking about a exhilarating topic.
A little bit controversial.
A little bit.
But we're gonna be talking about what's it really like being gay in the Philippines. Okay, so just a little bit of a disclaimer, you guys. We do have a laptop here that we're going off of on a PowerPoint, so we can kind of talk to you guys about our points without chit-chatting way too much, because that's not cute.
Right. Stay on track.
Yes, and also another disclaimer. So everyone has their own different experiences and different beliefs.
So this is just coming from our own stories, our own anecdotes.
Correct.
Stuff that's happened to us.
Yes, yes. So
with that in mind, we want to make sure that we stay respectful and that everyone does stay respectful.
Oh yeah, hopefully down in the comments below for sure.
Yeah.
And also most of this, I guess, is our experiences here in Manila and some of the provinces that we've been to. So we've been to North provinces in Luzon, we've been to Boracay, we've been to Palawan, and Tagaytay. So these experiences have kind of just molded in together for this video.
Right. So in case you didn't know, for our new viewers or for those that have been watching but didn't know, we are a gay couple. And we've been together since 2015.
It's a long time.
Especially in the world of gay couples, yeah.
I know.
And we've been married since 2019.
Wait, how many years is that? So we're almost 8 years together, huh? That's crazy. Wow, I was 20 years old when I met Ryan, you guys.
Yeah.
Wow, that's crazy.
And I was 38.
Nah. Stop, he's 30. Gosh. 30 now.
30 now.
38.
Yeah. So we've been married since 2019, and in January of 2022, we moved from the United States to the Philippines, specifically from the state of Arizona to Metro Manila.
Yes, yes.
So overall, in general, we feel very safe in the Philippines, and we feel very comfortable.
Yeah, and when it comes to LGBTQ rights, and if somebody or if a country is welcoming to LGBTQ plus community, that's our main concern. Is safety.
Safety should be the primary concern.
Yes, that should be the #1 priority for everybody, especially if you're an LGBT person that's trying to move to a different country or a different city or a different place, just whatever, is safety. So a lot of countries in the world, safety is a main concern for the LGBTQ community, right? Where you get stoned, get harassed, get physically beat,
arrested.
In the Philippines, or wherever we've been to in the Philippines, it's been very safe, you guys. In Manila, especially here in Metro Manila, BGC, it's so safe. I think that, it is widely accepted here as almost normal.
Yeah, Filipinos are generally very friendly with LGBTQ plus people.
Yes.
And it's normal, it's in the media. I mean, there's media personalities like Vice Ganda and Boy Abunda.
We love them.
Who are, nationally known media personalities and loved in the Philippines.
And they're openly gay
and, they're openly
proud.
Gay, and they're proud. And
yes.
I think to an extent, they've almost been around longer in the Philippines than some openly gay, national personalities in the US have been around.
Yeah. Kind of Anderson Cooper.
We just found out Anderson Cooper was gay 3 years ago. We knew, but you know.
So it is very widely accepted here, very well welcomed, and yes, it's safe here, in our opinion.
Yeah.
Okay, so this is, like I said, I don't want to be insensitive. We don't want to be insensitive. If you have been discriminated, physically hurt here in the Philippines, we're only speaking from our opinion, and we're very sorry if that's ever happened to you. Or if you know somebody that's ever happened to, we are truly sorry that's ever happened to anybody. That's so heartbreaking. Yeah. But yes, we are going off of our experiences.
Right, and I think in the Philippines there's lots of, here in BGC, in the malls, Mega Mall, Mall of Asia, even SM Marikina or SM City Pasig, you see lots of gay couples out holding hands, they're in public.
Oh yeah.
They're out together. And that's really important that's you're able to do that in the Philippines, because that's just not the case throughout the world.
And when we say gay couple, we're talking about lesbians. We're talking about gay men. We're talking about men and their trans partners, or trans, men and their women partners. We're talking about like everything.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so that's really cool to see here in the Philippines.
Especially because it's not that way in other countries. Mm-hmm. Even in other countries in Southeast Asia. Mm-hmm. It's fully illegal to be gay in like Brunei and even Singapore, although it's not as widely enforced in Singapore anymore, I don't think. But like Brunei is like super close to the Philippines, and you can get stoned there for being gay.
And here you can rent an apartment or a hotel room together with two men on the same lease, on the same contract, with no problem.
Which we've told has not been like the case in like Dubai or some other places.
Sorry. My PlayStation started going off. Sorry, guys.
So, and we haven't experienced this ourselves, but what we've heard is that if you're a gay couple that goes to Singapore, we've heard, Dubai for sure, Qatar, almost any place in the Middle East, Russia,
even the Maldives, right?
The Maldives that you have to get like separate rooms.
Yeah, because we were planning a trip to the Maldives, and we were researching, and they're like, you have to get separate rooms. We may be wrong, it might be different now in 2022, but we were looking around 2020 to go to the Maldives, be cute, go to the beach. But they were like, you need to have separate rooms, and I'm like, I'm not paying for 2 rooms when we're married. Does that make sense?
It sounds like some peace and quiet, but that's not the reason why we were doing it. So.
I hate you.
So we have gotten like comments from people, and we heard from other people that the treatment isn't always the same when you go out to different places like provinces. And mind you, we have been out of Metro Manila, but they mostly tourist areas, right? Boracay, Palawan, Tagaytay, Tanay, La Union. And we've gotten the same treatment, but that doesn't mean we've heard in other places, like some places maybe like Visayas or Mindanao, even further away, that the treatment's not the same. And so we feel like really bad about certain Filipinos that can't be out and proud with like their loved one or their partner in the same way that we see it in
Metro Manila. Yeah, and we feel terrible. And like I said, these experiences that we're talking to you guys about, it's mostly what we've experienced here in the Manila metro area.
And that's honestly the same as the US. You're more likely, an LGBTQ couple is more likely to be more comfortable and safe in a major metro area than say like a rural small town. Like we feel fine being in Phoenix, but if we go to like some like rural areas in Arizona, like no specific towns, but like if you get off the beaten path and go to rural areas, like we're not gonna hold hands there. It's just, we wouldn't feel comfortable doing it.
Yeah, and also me being Asian is like a ding dong for them too. It's like, oh, there's a brown boy.
Double whammy.
And he's also gay.
2 for 1 special.
2 for 1. And then I speak with an American accent, and they're like, what? What is this? 3 for 1. I'm a 3-in-1 coffee sometimes in Arizona.
3-in-1 shampoo.
Yes, yeah. So like what we said, I just wanted to verify again, like, these are our experiences here in Metro Manila. So we are not disregarding any anti-LGBTQ discrimination you have ever experienced in the Philippines. We are not disregarding that at all. In fact, we're with you. Does that make sense?
That's part of the reason we started the channel. Part of the main reasons we started our channel.
Yeah, absolutely.
Is to show that you can be out and proud and safe as a gay couple. So we also wanted to talk about some of the differences in like legal protections and how the law views LGBTQ plus community in both the Philippines and the United States. There's not necessarily the same legal protections in the Philippines that the US has. Mainly marriage equality. Like when we say we got married in 2019, like we legally got married in the United States. It's legal in all 50 US states, has been since June of 2015. And that's not the same in the Philippines. You can't legally get married in the Philippines.
Not yet.
Not yet. We're hopeful, but there's also not civil unions, although that has been talked about. I think there was a civil unions bill that was coming through Congress, but it didn't quite make it through.
Not yet. Not yet. It will. Guys, like, we feel so grateful and blessed because we are able to get married in the United States, and we are legally married throughout the world. It's for our fellow Filipinos to live here that I get really sad Like whenever I talk to people that I know who are in my family and who are friends with us that are gay, and they're just like, wow, you guys are so lucky you guys could get married in the United States and, live a normal life and all that. And I'm always just like, wow, I really pray that the Philippines will be a little bit more progressive when it comes to like civil unions, at least. Not even like gay marriage in a church. I'm talking about just like civil unions, So we're really hopeful for that.
Absolutely. So a couple other things that are different is same-sex adoption is not legal in the Philippines. Now, a single person can adopt, but both parents would not have any legal rights towards that child. And that's different in the US. Same-sex adoption is legal in all 50 states. Has been for a while.
But it's definitely a work in progress.
It's a work in progress.
And I'm so proud of Filipinos for, even though all of these things are not legal and not passed, LGBT communities in the Philippines are so proud. And yeah, so we're really proud of Filipinos for being out and proud and always fighting for their rights. And you know what? Since now we are in the Philippines and we're a gay couple, we will be fighting for the Filipinos. LGBTQ, we're gonna fight with you guys.
So, and that's part of something we really want to emphasize is that we really hope that the Philippines will advance legal protections. We would be happy with civil unions. Like, of course, we want marriage equality.
It will happen.
Someday. But we'll manifest positive vibes.
Yes, let's do it.
But the country's really close to civil unions. It is like a hot button issue. So I feel very confident that that'll happen within the next year or two.
It'll happen for our fellow Filipinos.
Yeah, so, and we also want to emphasize here, kind of towards the end of this video, that we respect all opinions and beliefs out there. We both grew up in Christian families and Catholic
and so
educational
very
backgrounds.
Christian, yeah.
And so we understand where part of where some people are coming from. And we want to just emphasize that we respect all opinions and beliefs, and everyone should do that.
Yes, absolutely.
So we also want to say that if you are part of the LGBTQ community throughout the world, and you've been thinking about visiting the Philippines, or maybe even moving here like we did, we hope that this video provides some insight and some commentary on the subject, and hopes that it gets you excited about visiting this wonderful country.
So it is a 10 out of 10 on the Jeb and Ryan scale when it comes to how friendly the Philippines is to the gay community. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this video, and hopefully it provided some insights. Let us know about your thoughts and opinions down below in the comments, and we'll try to respond to as many as we can. Thank you guys. Bye. Catch you in the next one.